Happy Friday. I'm Bruce St. James. She's Pamela Hughes. He's Rob Hunter. And these are the stories everyone's talking about. We get together and call it the playlist.
Track 1.
Stop the presses. Finally, some good economic news for once. The U.S. economy grew at 2.5% clip in the third quarter this year. Consumers spent more and businesses invested more. Now, one analyst said it ain't brilliant, but at least it's headed in the right direction. Another analyst cautioned that even 2.5% growth, though, might be hard to maintain. Listen, what little I understand about how the economy works, at least this means we aren't in a recession, right? Because there was growth.
Technically.
I'll take it.
You'll take the technicality?
I'll take it.
All right. You know, we also have some other experts out there saying that the spending that we're actually seeing right now is for the need for people to replace stuff. Like, your car's broken down. You've waited so many years. You got to replace that car, replace that refrigerator. It's not necessarily there's more money in the system.
Well, that's a great point because, look, growth is gross at the end of the day, but in order to create jobs, you got to be buying new things. Another area where we've seen spending increase, healthcare utilities. Not spending everybody wants to. Just like, I want to buy a new TV, but no, I got to spend more for my energy bill.
Right.
Track 2.
All right, well, we told you that Phoenix taxpayers are going to be on the hook to pay $100 million in order to prop up the pension system, right? Well, now, according to ABC 15, Arizona taxpayers, all of us, we're on the hook for at least $1.6 billion for the state's pension fund. This comes after severe losses to the investments in it.
And I still get emails from city and state workers who, every time we talk about, think that somehow we, the taxpayers, owe them. I want it to go bankrupt soon. I just want the checks to stop coming. When can we get to that?
So let's see. We've bailed out the banks, Bruce. We've bailed out the car dealer, not the dealers, but the car manufacturers. Now we're bailing out pension funds. I feel so great that I pay taxes.
And you know what, Rob? At what point in time do we see that we just keep digging this hole? We're digging it deeper and deeper, and we just stop.
Right.
We need to stop all of this.
You go.
Track 3.
Banks that we're talking about here got a ton of heat after they decided they were going to charge debit card fees. Well, Chase had already started testing one, but now that bank, Chase, is pulling back, saying they're not going to charge the fees. Citigroup, PNC Financial Group, a couple of others saying the same thing. They're not going to charge. But B of A, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, still planning to charge a fee.
I think it's all so much PR. I got to tell you, right this minute, there is a brainstorming session going on in the conference rooms of these other banks, and they're trying to figure out some way to get your money.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to get it in fees in one way or another. So they do a better job of hiding it versus tacking it onto your debit card. You're going to get fees, folks.
Let me give a shout out to Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg here because he's changed the way we communicate. He's changed the way we post our single status, complain about boyfriends and girlfriends, and we fight against companies. Not bad for one little social media website.
Shout out, Mark.
Track 4.
2012, it's an election year, and apparently the House of Representatives really doesn't want to work that hard. The Republicans have released their schedule for next year, and get this, there are only 109 work days scheduled in it.
Wow.
That's right. That means they have 151 weekdays off.
Man.
Awesome. Yeah, the GOP did point out that the Democrats, though, only scheduled 104 work days back in 2008. Listen, if your best and quite honestly only excuse is the Democrats worked less, you really have a ways to go.
Oh my gosh. You're putting this into perspective. They have 6 scheduled work days in January.
6.
August, that drops to 3.
It's like Ned Foster.
Not
Note
a bad
to
gig.
self, Bruce, Pamela, I'm going to be filing my petition to work for Congress.
Oh, yeah.
And think about this.
Get
What
that
is their
gig.
ratio for screwing up the country per workday?
Maybe
Because they only work like 100 days a year, and they screw up the country pretty good.
Maybe get him down to like 20, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what they can do in 20 days.
Track 5.
All right, guys. Men are from Mars. Women are from Venus. This is especially when it comes to Halloween. Yeah, both do agree that Halloween is a great time to spark up a little romance, but men, they're looking for women in a sexy costume.
you know it.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, well, us ladies are looking for a guy in a funny costume. Funny guy. This all according to a new dating website. It's worth noting that only 5% of men would hit on a woman in a scary costume.
I gotta rethink this. Apparently,
Yeah.
Maybe I should go as like Jerry Lewis this year or something. I don't know. What's funny?
Or
Not Jerry Lewis, obviously.
just encourage ladies to show up to the races on Saturday dressed up something.
All right.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to do a little bit of both. I'm doing Lieutenant Dangle from Reno 911, short shorts.
Funny.
Maybe showing off a little leg.
If you weren't married, you'd be so in.
That's a win-win situation. See, now you know why ladies, get all skanked out for Halloween, because we're looking to pick up a guy. If you're a single gal and you want to dress as a sexy cop, go for it, because the guy's just not going to hit on you if you're dressed like SpongeBob SquarePants.
And you can arrest me all night long.
Sexy.
You know what I'm saying?
Track 6.
It's been a pretty good World Series so far. I don't know if you guys have noticed, because no one has, apparently. The ratings are low. One more game to watch tonight. Cardinals forced to Game 7. 2 separate comebacks last night. This is the first World Series game since 2002. Cardinals-Rangers tonight, 5 o'clock.
How bad are the ratings?
Yeah, they're not good.
Not good at all. I'm going to be consistent, though. I'm big on consistency. I will go ahead and ignore Game 7 of the World Series, but that's only because I've been ignoring baseball since April, and I just want to be consistent.
Of what year?
Good question.
93.
Look at that.
Okay, April 93.
See, you know what? Kind of kicking around the idea of, putting Game 7 on in the background tonight. But then I figured, there was so much excitement last night.
Yeah.
It's over. It's done.
Really?
They're not going to get that kind of excitement tomorrow, so why
But
bother?
there's so much drama. Game 7,
not
World Series. This is it. The last game. It's the end-all, be-all. Granted, it's going to take 3.5 hours to get there, but that's awesome.
All right.
I got Ranger fans. I think you're going to be disappointed. Game 6s, when you win like that.
This is coming from a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, Red Sox, Celtics have lost some Game 6s and Game 7s.
You know of what you speak. All right.
Yeah.
That's the playlist. The bottom of every hour we do it. We run down the stories that everyone's talking about. We call it the playlist, and we thank you for joining us for it.